guys, I'm back. How are you? It's been almost 2 months since the last time I uploaded a video, and I'm so happy to, well, find the time to make another video. Anyway, we have a very interesting and really hot topic today. So you've probably heard or have seen the interview of Oprah Winfrey with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. That's what we are going to talk about. So you already know that a lot of questions were asked by Oprah to Meghan and Prince Harry. And a lot of those questions are really intriguing, also really interesting answers, but we're not here to talk about that. We are here to learn something from it, learn English from the interview. And I took a clip of one of the questions asked by Oprah. Let's watch it.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
Tough question. But what's the difference between those two options? Let's start with the first one. Were you silent? This is a good example of a question in the simple past form using the verb to be. So the verb to be is am, are. The past form of that are was or were. So we use were for plural subjects like you, they, or we. And we use was for singular subjects like he, she, it. For I, the present form of the verb is am, so we use was for the past form. I was, right? There are exceptions on when we can use were for the subject I. I believe you're familiar with Beyonce's song, If I Were a Boy. So that's one example of an exception. But let's focus more on the example, the question that Oprah asked to Meghan. Were you silent? So in the question form, we start with the verb, which is were, and then the subject, you. And then silent is used as an adjective, and it means making no appearance, not speaking or not making noise. Were you silent? That's the question. And the second question, or the second option given by Oprah was, were you silenced? Now, this kind of sentence is a good example of a passive construction. Passive construction is when we use the verb to be plus the past participle of the verb. For example, she was advised not to travel. So we use was plus the word advised. She was advised not to travel. That's a good example of a passive construction. I was told not to go to the market. So I was told not to go to the market. So was told. So verb to be in the past form plus the past participle of the verb. In question form, of course, we start with verb to be, and then the subject, and then the past participle of the verb. So exactly how Oprah asked Meghan, were you silenced? So the be verb were, the subject you, and then the past participle silenced. Past participle of the verb silence is silenced. So what does that mean? That means she was influenced by, well, another person to be silent. So if we are to complete the idea of Oprah's question, it would be something like, were you silenced by the authority or probably by Buckingham Palace? But she just asked it like a simple way of asking, were you silenced? Well, to which Meghan replied, the latter. What does that mean? The latter. That means if you're given two options and you choose the latter, you choose the last one or the second one. So if it's not the last one and you choose the first one, you would say the former. So it's either the former or the latter. The first one is the former and the second one is the latter. So Meghan answered saying that she was silenced. And she was not silent because she didn't choose the former option. All right, well, that's for today's lesson. I hope you learned something, and I'm really glad that I'm able to make another video for you today. Let's see each other next time. Have a good day, and bye-bye.